Hello there guys, so I just thought I'd do a quick stream tonight as something's happened that's really made me think a little bit about fleet carriers. I'm pretty sure quite a lot of us have had thoughts of a similar nature in the past, but I just thought I'd put them on a stream, document them, and see if anybody wants to share some of them with us. And what's caused me to put this down is just really events with real life, everything that's going on in the world, trying to play the game, try to have a bit of relaxation at night. And I don't think the way fleet carriers are provide that kind of environment, and it's irking me. So I am currently sitting in a new fleet carrier I bought on my second account. So this is not a normal whinge about something to do with the game, because I like fleet carriers enough that I've actually got them on my two accounts now. And there's an ulterior motive for that. And this one, I was doing some little fun stuff out in the Trifid Nebula, and decided I was going to come back for the community goal that's popped up, which is a mining one. So one of the things I was doing in the community goal was mining. So this Reliant is Cosmic Drifter's carrier, and over the course of this evening I've been flying from where my other carrier is in this nebula. And what have I been doing? Well, I'll show you that in a little clip I've got. Just give my mouth a little break for a little while. So I'm going to end up back there after this community goal, and it's a fair way away, something like 10-11 jumps in a carrier, which I started to do, I don't know, maybe 8 o'clock last night, and I had to stop because I had to go to bed, get up for work, etc. So, and I thought at the time, it's really annoying, I've got the fuel, you know, I've got everything in place to get there. Why can't I just plot a course like you would, you know, if you were doing a normal navigation? And it wouldn't even bother me if it took the same amount of time to do it. But you should be able to do that, I think, when you're offline. Then you wouldn't need to wait and jump. Now, when I'd rather just come home, get my dinner, and play for a bit without having to jump the carrier manually. That would really be something I think would be good. So yeah, so basically I'm going to jump to where I'm trying to get to for the community goal. Now, if I've timed this properly, yeah, I'm not expecting to get here because I think this will be probably quite busy with carriers, but I can't excuse me, because I can't go. I can't go in there because I've not been there before. I'm hitting the wrong. Yeah, so let's. Oh, wrong button, wrong button. Hell, I've planned for this, can you? No problem. Right, let's dock.
Landing gear retracted.
You do it for me, computer. Absolutely brilliant. So, I mean, there's case in point, innit? If you want to make docking easier, have a cup of tea after you've had a busy mining session, the computer does it for you. So why can't a carrier, which is infinitely bigger than a ship, have this kind of functionality? I mean, come on, let's get serious. Want to play the game, no just be jumping carriers. Or no. Yes, this is upped me. Certainly upped me even more since I got two of them, but that's down to me. I wanted them. So yeah, so let's jump this boy. Let's get to where I need to go. I don't expect this will take me a whole hell of a lot of fuel, but let's. Can I go? I can. That's a surprise, right? And that's where the community goes. So that's where I want to end up. And what have I been doing in the game? So that was the other thing I said. I'm not going to sit and force people to watch the carrier jumping, because that's just cruel, I think, really. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let a little video run of what I was doing before, because it's one of the things that never tires me of watching, and I happened to record it at the time, so let this play. Yeah, well, this will be something we've all seen before, but give me a chance to draw breath, get a drink, and back when it's done. I'm doing a little bit of easy mining way out in the black as part of my trip along the Colonia Bridge, and I've got something to blow up and just thought I would record it because it never gets old blowing up asteroids in Elite Dangerous, and it's platinum, so it's nice. I've not done this for a while, so let's have a look. Here we go. Right.
Collector limpet expired.
Yeah. Buddy, we'll sort that out later. That's high. What's this one? Average. Oh god, I've not done this for a while. Wrong button. There we go.
Detonation sequence initiated.
What's this one? It's high. There we go. Oh, I missed. Or not? Yeah. One there. Average strength. Maybe I should have put a bigger one in that high one. Oh, damn it. Oh, there's plenty about. Average. I think we need maybe two. Low strength. Oh wow, really out of practice doing this. I haven't seen a thing there. Don't think I can. That's better when I can see. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. It's not going to be enough. Hey! Right, shields up. Let's watch this baby go. It just never gets old. Amazingly good to watch happening. Thanks for giving us something so nice to look at, Frontier. It's awesome. I think that was something I recorded a couple of days ago whilst I was mining. And yeah, it sure is. It sure is a really good feature of the game that just looks so nice. We'll get the screen back up. So yeah, so the carrier's now jumping to Dulos, which is where the community goal is. So here's my next real arc I have about the fleet carriers. And maybe this will be something that will be corrected, but you can't see community goals when you're on your fleet carrier because there's nowhere to get missions on any of these screens, even when you've got all of these active. And we all know that fleet carriers interiors coming sometime during patch 11. So we have a patch 10 to go, then we have a patch 11, and I would be really surprised if there's any Elite Dangerous fans out there who haven't seen the Christmas stream when there was some juicy tidbits and some nice images showing of, I don't know if it's an alpha or a beta of the fleet carriers and tiers that they showed, but there was definitely a lot of imagery, and you know, some of the more serious and the professional YouTubers got a sneak peek and all this kind of crap that they get. So, but it was good we actually got to see that, and I'm really looking forward to that. But it would be nice to be able to see community goals. And it would also be nice to be able to participate in this stuff even when you're not there. Now I know that might be good, strangely, but it's like you're being penalised for playing the game sometimes when you're out in the black doing other stuff. Especially when the reward is, you know, something you might like as an explorer, like an improved frameshift drive or stuff like that. So, and anyway, this one's a mining one, which I was in the middle of doing out in the black, and I thought, well, I'm just going to take one of the carriers back and do it over the next couple of days before I have to go back to work again after the weekend. So I don't think we should miss out on that kind of stuff. But how could they possibly implement that in the game, you know? And it's one of my next questions about fleet carriers. What exactly is it the crew does? We have a crew on this thing who do things. And I've often wondered, what are we paying these people for? Because they don't do very much. Now, admittedly, this carrier has got no services. This is as unpopulated as a carrier can possibly be. If I took it out exploring, I would maybe get them the refuel, gear and armory, because it's handy for, you know, getting limpets and refueling your ship and stuff, and it's not too expensive. It takes a little bit of cargo space up. And I would also consider getting the universal cartography one, the redemption office. Hence what I was seeing. That's probably about what my limit would be on a carrier. But I don't need that when I've got two of them, because the other guy has got the armory bit, the refuel bit. So this one's just a big, basically a big cargo ship, for want of a better term. But what are these guys? I mean, this guy doesn't do nothing. I give him the tritium to put in, or anybody who happens to donate passing by, which I'd never say no to. And this trading punter, well, the bridge crew. So it would not be a good idea to have some kind of progression for these crew and maybe improve them as you do things in the carrier. And maybe improve its range, you know, its jump, fuel usage. I know there's been improvements in the game to help reduce the fuel costs, but it would be nice if we could get some help for the crew. you know, maybe get this guy getting a wee team together and building a team, helping reduce the range and the upkeep of the ship, getting it done by them, and you know, the trading guy maybe helping us buy stuff that we're close to a system, maybe go get it for us. Thinking maybe filling up the tritium stores. But yeah, I think the crew. No, if you had to do a review in the crew, you'd probably sack them, all of them, because they don't do a hell of a lot. That's maybe a bit severe, but it's, you know, do so much. And I can't think of what my other questions was because I've lost track of where I was. I've asked the question about jumping when offline. I think it's good. I've asked the question about, well, we know that interiors is coming. I've asked the question about what do the crews do, and I've asked the question about missing out on community goals when you're actually doing something and playing the game out in the black. And I think they're all kind of, I think it's fair comment to maybe make that a lot better. And yeah, so basically I want to do this CG, and I can't show you it here because I can't get the mission board up. Maybe I'll be able to do that when the interiors come in. I've been looking forward to. I was hoping, probably along the lines of a lot of other people, that interiors would come, and in the last patch, but that didn't happen because it wasn't ready, and I'm fine with that. I'd rather they get something right and ready for release in the game than issue it early and have a whole heap of online tirades about it not being right and been bugged and another load of bugs. So I'm hoping that you're not going to let us down, Frontier, and the fleet carrier interiors is going to be something that adds to gameplay, because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. It's great to look at stuff, it's great to see new things in the game, and I've seen a lot of over the last wee while. I've seen all manner of stuff in the game. Yeah, it's waiting for the jump. A little bit tiring, I think, for a while. How long we got now? 3 minutes, so we'll be getting ready for the jumps. So let's go inside. And we're getting ready to jump. Because this carrier is carrying the minimal of operational areas, shall we say, I've got the full cargo space to fill up, and I'm nowhere near that. Filling up 2,500 tons of anything, it takes a while in Elite Dangerous. But I have gathered a fair stock of ore and other things, and that was mining and trading and fighting and pretty much everything you can do in Elite Dangerous I've been doing on the Colonia Bridge. It was unfortunate that the last community goal was a Colonia Bridge orientated community goal, to add a space station somewhere on the bridge. I think it's over near Colonia itself. I can't quite remember now. Because I was in the carrier out in the black on the bridge, I couldn't participate in it. That made absolutely no sense. That should have been something we'd have been able to. But the way the game is, it's it's up to a station you have to deliver stuff to. That's what you pick up or whatever. And the community goals are a good thing in the game. I would never diss them. I think they add add to the fun game that it's done in such a way so people can miss out. I don't think that's fair under that, and as I say, I think that penalises people who play the game. I think one of the things I'm really looking forward to is seeing this from the inside of the carrier. I think that'll be wicked. I had hoped to maybe do a stream with that on it now. So, fortunately it's not ready yet. I will do one when it is.
Attention all carrier crew. Frameshift drive engaged.
This will look so much better when you're looking out the windows. We are here. 10:15. We've been here so much earlier. Now then, so the community goal. I think it's cost me 800 fuel. Let's see what fuel I've got left. Just under 80% of my fuel. So the tank was full. So that's pretty good. And one of the reasons I've come back is because I don't have an empty carrier. I have by nowhere near a full carrier. Don't have an empty one. Oh, not sell that anymore. Wrong bit. Got all of this stuff to get ready. Which I'm hoping is going to give me a little bit of a profit. And this I was buying on the bridge because and all this stuff I've just picked up mining, so hopefully I'll make a wee bit of profit here. And I need to fill my fuel tank up, which I'm going to go and do the now. And I'm going to go and see what the goal is all about. Maybe a little bit of it off stream. Crashed. Oh, I'm thinking. So this is the community goal here. This is another one, and obviously the factions fighting against each other here. This one Go here and we'll see what it does. You will have noted when I accidentally took off that I'm playing in a seriously chilled method because ship's landing for me and
Landing gear
any negativity I had about automatic docking controls has long gone. Did enough landings on my own not to get too stressed out about people thinking that guy's a noob. Because they're probably right at the end of the day.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
A 100 likes. I was doing a fair bit of exploring on both my guys out in the black. I'm finding the new exobiology to be quite a challenge time wise. But yeah, there's some really fantastic things. I think I've even went as far as posting a couple of pictures on the Frontier forums. I mean, some of the folk that do some of that have just amazing spots. But there was a couple of planets quite close to your sun I thought was quite cool, so and definitely the game's changes rendering wise. I mean, I think that planet there, I think the planets have never looked as good. And obviously the greater atmospheres and stuff, and might add another dynamic to the game, but there's quite a lot of systems that's never been stood on that you don't expect not to have been on, and get a first footfall just in some really populated areas that people have been before. So, and yeah, some of the views, the atmosphere, dare we say, out of this world. Here's something I don't do a lot of. Oh, external camera's not letting me out. Oh well, it's too late. Oh, there it is. A bit of lag maybe. going to make it through the gap. No, I'm stuck. Damn it. Before the changes to the camera, you used to just go flying through walls, so. Right, so let's have a look at this community goal, because this is what I've come for. Board. So that one's just into tier 1. And contributions are quite low, so I don't know if a lot of people are doing it, but only 367. Probably one. 5 days left, and this one. Game. And what would it do? Geolite, bromolite, and samarium. That's Portland. Yeah, the rewards aren't too good, but we're going to do it anyway. I'm offering it. Get cheap mining modules. Plus 5% particularly. They're fighting against each. When one finishes. Certainly not as profitable as some of the eagles there is out there, but that's fine. Do that. And yeah, so I think we'll call it a night there. That over half an hour, that's long enough. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you guys again.